This is the Morning Shower.
Brought to you by Late Night Hump.
Let the news wash over you.
With Jordan Freed,
Brendan O'Brien,
and Reena Ezra.
These are your ShowerHead Lines.
The Democratic leaders of the New York State Senate are moving to strip Governor Andrew M. Cuomo of unilateral emergency powers granted during the pandemic, setting up a remarkable rebuke for the governor from members of his own party. The Senate's measures, which could be voted on as soon as next week, underscore the deepening division between Mr. Cuomo and state lawmakers since the governor admitted to intentionally withholding critical data on virus-related deaths from his legislature. Before this, his only secret was his nipple ring.
Schools across New Zealand are set to give out free sanitary products to pupils in a bid to combat period poverty. Jan Tinetti, Minister of Women in New Zealand, was quoted as saying, "Students wanted information about periods, period products, and other practical elements of managing their period, such as tracking and knowing when and who to reach out for assistance." It seems that in the land down under, they are taking appropriate steps to ensure everyone is prepared and informed on what happens down under.
With millions of Texas residents still without power amid frigid temperatures, conservative commentators have falsely claimed that wind turbines and solar energy were primarily to blame. "We should never build another wind turbine in Texas," read a Tuesday Facebook post from Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller. "The experiment failed big time." This is a perfect example of the need for reliable energy sources like natural gas and coal, tweeted U.S. Senator Steve Daines, a Republican from Montana, on Tuesday. In reality, failures in natural gas, coal, and nuclear energy systems were responsible for nearly twice as many outages as frozen wind turbines and solar panels, the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, which operates the state's power grid, said in a press conference Tuesday. "If we want a reliable power source, maybe we should just start burning Republicans. My kind of fossil fuel."
An elderly couple from South Carolina killed a home invader who was armed with a knife earlier this week. Herbert Parrish, 82, and his wife, 79-year-old Lois, were able to fight off the armed intruder by repeatedly hitting him with the barrel of a shotgun until the attacker became unconscious. What we have in our hands here is a case of senior citizens' arrest.
Rush Limbaugh, the talk radio host who ripped into liberals and laid waste to political correctness with a gleeful malice that made him one of the most powerful voices in politics, influencing the rightward push of American conservatism and the rise of Donald Trump, died Wednesday. He was 70 years old. Limbaugh said a year ago that he had lung cancer. To think, if we wanted to get Rush Limbaugh to stop talking earlier, we just had to stuff more cigars into his mouth.
One woman is dedicating her life to giving sick and disabled cats a loving home for their final days. Michelle Hoffman from Santa Barbara is the owner of Milo's Sanctuary, a shelter that's for cats who are terminally ill, coming to an end of their life, or have disabilities. It's good to see that when it comes to the issue of sick and disabled cats, someone is trying to catnip it in the butt.
Emirati police have arrested a man for allegedly stealing a highly valuable newborn camel to give to his girlfriend for her birthday, the United Arab Emirates state-linked newspaper reported Wednesday. Although I'm in an Arab Emirates prison, Late Night Hump has a new mascot.
3D printed guns, or functional firearms that can be mostly or entirely manufactured at home with a 3D printer, are getting more sophisticated and more dangerous. Now a prominent 3D printed gun community plans to unveil the designs for a functional, upgraded assault rifle early this year. Hopefully nobody uses their printed weapons to release some rage when they find out someone at work forgot to put more toner in the office printer.
In a surprise retaliatory move Thursday, Facebook blocked Australians from sharing news stories, escalating a fight with the government over whether powerful tech companies should have to pay news organizations for content. If only there was a free satirical podcast to deliver you all the news every morning of every weekday.
Thank you for showering with us.
Lather, rinse, repeat every day before noon.
Scrub-a-dub-dub at latenighthump.com.